Now,
Guys,
real quick, I just want to finish my thing here.
Okay.
Attacks on officers as well are at an all-time low. Okay, we do have the isolated crazy event that happens once in a while.
The firearms incidents are up this year.
Right, but it's at an all-time low historically. On top of that, police officers don't even have one of the top 10 most dangerous jobs. I can understand, given the current climate, why you'd be a little intimidated, but officer safety concerns, which I do want to, alleviate to some degree, officer safety concerns are no excuse to violate constitutional rights. It's not. Especially to be making up stories.
Yeah, I think the Bureau needs to think long and hard and figure out some sort of a balance where we can maintain our civil liberties, and you guys can be set. I know.
With you guys.
Not to this point. Okay, just quickly. Okay, I know it wasn't you. It wasn't.
Yeah.
You're not those sergeants. But check this out. Okay.
Yeah.
You know the ORS. Failure to yield to pedestrian traffic. At no time the other night did Bob and Sarah stop and linger in the Sally Port. I know this has nothing to do with you, but this is our.
Here.
I know. Has nothing to do with you. Just right. But I'm just telling you. We have multiple video clips. Okay. Instead of when police are exiting that Sally Port, they are legally obligated when after shift change, when they're leaving in their private vehicles, they're legally obligated to follow traffic laws like everyone else. So in my understanding of the law, Bob and Sarah were in the right. They had the right of way for that sidewalk, and they never stopped in front of those vehicles. So wait, just quickly.
Go ahead.
Okay, today the Oregon Live reported that dozens of Black Lives Matter protesters blocked the street, and TriMet said that there would be 20-minute delays. 20-minute delays, dozens of people. Okay, none of those people that participated in that protest, and by the way, Bob and Sarah were protesting down there, none of the people that participated in that protest today, none of them, okay, were stalked and surveilled by police until they got in their cars, and then waited till they drove off, and then they were pulled over someplace, and the sergeant that interfaced with Sarah at her contact said, "Get out of the car or I'm smashing your window." So they're willing to drag a woman out of her car, smash her window, and put her in a cage. It's 4 counts of disorderly conduct. Maximum penalty. So they threatened to use violence against her, and they threatened to put her in jail for 2 years, because each count, the particular type of discon they gave her was a 6-month sentence. So that's 2 possible years. That's a lot of coercive force and intimidation and willingness to use violence over something that would be tantamount to either a pedestrian violation by anybody else, and we find that repugnant. And that's why I'm still here. That's why James Peach is still standing over there with his beautiful, defiant self, all alone and isolated, while you're having this conversation with us. I mean, can you see why we have a grievance? That's all I'm saying. Can you understand that?
The sergeant's very articulate, and I'd like to hear what he has to say.
Hughes is an awesome human being.
I would like,
honestly,
for everyone just to get along. I would like for this radio not to chirp at all night long. To be honest with you, I would like that.
Right.
I would like people not to beat each other, and I would like people not to fire shots in neighborhoods. I would like none of that to happen.
So then what you're saying is you would like there not to be any cops. Because
hey, if we could all get along and help each other out and not have any of this stuff.
So you sound like an anarchist.
But the truth of the matter, Mike, as you well know, is there are people out there, unfortunately, that will take advantage of other people.
Yes.
That are just trying to live their lives without anybody bothering them.
Sure.
And people will take advantage of that, unfortunately. And so that's what, and that's one of the reasons I became a cop.
Right on.
Because I think that sucks.
It does suck.
That people will take advantage of somebody. You have the right to leave your car unlocked every night.
Right, sure.
And your door unlocked. Now, nobody should come in your car, nobody should come in your house and take your stuff.
Well, see, now that we're on this topic, I think part of the reason why so many people are willing to allow police so many liberties, shall we say, with their liberties, is because they believe they're there to protect them. And I believe that police officers will protect people in immediate danger. However, generally, 99.9% of the time, you guys show up to clean up and file a report. See what I'm saying?
Time, yeah.
So,
well, no. Let me say that. Can I say something?
Absolutely.
So I'm wearing this uniform, badge, patches, car,
name tag that says Sergeant Hughes.
Yeah, and he's not dressed like a soldier ready for war.
I would just drive slowly through a neighborhood like I did 2 weeks ago, 130th and Mill. I'm just driving through that neighborhood in the middle of the night. I'm a sergeant, so I supervise and take reports. But in between all that, I drive that police car, me wearing this uniform, through someone's neighborhood out there to help them feel safer.
Right.
Okay. And to ward off that guy we just talked about, or gal, who's going to take advantage of somebody who's just sleeping in their house.
See,
at
now
night.
if it could just be that,
Yeah.
there wouldn't be a problem. It's not just that. It's financial revenue generation.
Well,
It's
see, now you're getting
the
into, like,
initiating
all
a
this other
conversation.
You're getting
with the
those are societal issues. Yeah,
These are societal issues.
They're ills that need to be corrected. Yes.
right. That
Unfortunately,
stem
not
from
by
modern
Sergeant Heaps
policing.
here in the middle, 100 in the middle of the street on 2 a.m.
Right. Well, for all of us, this is the middle of afternoon.
Right.
Yeah, we're all nocturnal. We're night owls.
I know.
What is the opposite of nocturnal again? Is it nocturnal?
Diurnal.
Diurnal?
Yes.
No.
Is that what it is?
Diurnal, nocturnal. Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Well, our conversation just
Before I was a police,
don't wanna have-
before I was a police accountability activist, I was a geek who was fascinated by animals and liked to research them as a layperson. You know what? I love to go out and film birds and ducks and stuff. Like I have files and files of ducks, heron,
Really?
owls,
I'm an outdoor person too.
like all kinds of stuff that I have on DVDs at home that, like, you know, that's what I'd be focusing on instead of staring at you and, you know, documenting you do your job at 2 in the morning. You know, I mean, that's what I would be doing.
I don't want to have conflict with you. I would rather you guys that nobody gets hurt.
Like I said, you know, as activists,
Yeah.
this country has a proud history of civil disobedience.
Yeah.